Oh, the visuals go crazy. Hey, now or never, bro. Woo! Bro. What the fuck? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Plasma Rex, and I just kind of cut in real quick here and say this is present day Plasma Rick. The past reaction that you're about to see is from several months ago. Just about in January, I think, or sometime a little before then, even then too. So it's been a long time since I did this video. The original files got corrupted, so I had to edit the Patreon only version of this to the best of my ability. It's not going to be great, but I just wanted to cut in and let you know that this is very old, and my reactions coming forward in DanDaDan are going to be now more modern. But I just wanted to come and give you guys a quick heads up that this is going to be way long ago. In January, Mr. Rick. So, just want to let you guys know that before we go in, and without further ado, enjoy the rest of the video. Yo, what's going on, boys? It's your boy Plasmic Reacts, finally back with another reaction. Today, we're going to be doing the first batch reaction to catch up with the first season of DanDaDan. Of course, if you saw the update video, I discussed how I will be doing the reactions coming up into this next season of anime, and that is going to include these DanDaDan batch reactions until I'm caught up with season 1, and then I will be doing Bleach and the winner of the polls, which is looking like it's going to be Black Clover, so I'm almost confirmed by that point that I'm going to be picking up from where I left off on the channel for that. But this is going to be the prelude before I start those series. Obviously, I wanted to finish this one up from last season, and I never really had the time to do it each week. Not to mention, it wasn't really garnering the attention I wanted it to with how, you know, frequently I was doing them, and how, like, I was doing it the same day it released the episode. So the fact that it wasn't really getting a lot of views kind of made it seem like, why would I, you know, bother doing it the same day if it's not going to, you know, garner the attention. Of course, I do like the series, and I do want to do reactions to it, but the pressure to upload it the same day that I have with other series like My Hero and One Piece and all those that get the views because of it being on the same day was not the same with this show. But here we are for the first batch episode of DanDaDan. Of course, I will be doing a couple here because that is how the batch reactions work. If you haven't heard of how I've organized the channel a little bit, the batch reactions are slower paced. I let you guys know what I thought about each episode and kind of make a deeper analysis of the character development and writing and choices and stuff that go on the show as it progresses. Today we'll be doing episodes 5, 6, and 7. Usually I do batches of 3, maybe sometimes batches of 4, if I need to wrap up a series or get to a certain episode or whatnot. But yeah, oh my god, I just lost all my train of thought. But yes, we're going to be doing DanDaDan before we do Bleach, before we do Black Clover, or you know, if Wistoria makes a huge comeback somehow in like the next day or whatever. But last time we defeated Turbo Granny, from what I remember. And we got Okarune's balls back. Yippee. But yeah, Momo, Okarune, Seiko, the 3 characters that we were introduced to in the first 4 episodes. Like I said, in those reactions, kind of felt like a big introduction to the series. Like, that should have all been... Obviously, you aren't going to fit all that into one episode, but it kind of felt like the beginning. And now we're maybe going to get more of the progression in the story. I have heard from a lot of people that have finished this series that this series is not very connected. It's more like a villain of the week kind of thing. So I did not really know that going into this. So I have been spoiled on something kind of like that, where it's basically like each couple of episodes is dealing with the villain of the week, basically. And yeah, I haven't really, you know, watched many shows with that kind of approach to them. So I'm excited to see how this show kind of adapts that, because obviously this is one of the most popular new gen shonens on the block in Shonen Jump or wherever it gets released. I think it's Shonen Jump. So I am very excited to see where we go from here. I heard season 2 just got announced literally the other day, so we will be seeing where that goes, and of course I'll be doing reactions to that hopefully when that drops. I believe it's summer of this year, so hopefully I will have more time by then to do this plus a lot of other reactions. So yes, very fun. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Obviously, let's try and shoot for that 20 like goal like I was making on the other videos. And of course, let me know in the comments what you thought about the episode or what you thought about the reaction episodes, I guess, because I'm doing a batch. Not used to doing this as much anymore. But let me know in the comments about what you thought about the episodes, what you thought about the characters, and all that stuff. I like to respond to all the comments, so let me know all your thoughts down below. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the DanDaDan reactions, then make sure to subscribe, because I will be doing season 2. And, you know, if you want to see any other anime channel or anime series on the channel, it might already be on there, so go check out all that content. And subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all my videos. And, of course, if you want to see all this reactions, unedited, undimmed, and all the like, then make sure to go check out the Patreon. For $1, you can have access to all the uncensored, not uncensored, but you know what I'm saying, unedited, undimmed, so you can watch the whole episode with me. So go check out that in the comments or the description if you want to see that. And of course, you can even make a free account on the Patreon if you want to have access to voting and polls and access to the updates that I'm going to be giving out there soon, for a lot of stuff upcoming. But I'm very, very excited to see where we are going to in the future of the channel. So, you know, support the channel if you want to. I very much appreciate all the support. As you can tell, I have not done an intro in a long time, but I am ready to get into this DanDaDan reactions and see how far we can go today, because I am excited to get into some reactions again, because I've been missing out on doing them, and I've been missing out on you guys. So hopefully this will appease a couple of your guys' appetites for a reaction, and yeah, I'm super excited to see where we go from here in DanDaDan. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the shit. Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking. Hey, Ogeron, I think she might have been waiting for you then, buddy. Hey, W Momo. W Momo, all I can say. Oh man, you got it bad, don't you, Ogeron? Everyone treats Ogeron like shit, bro. It's crazy. Like, instant. Oh my god, instantly down to studying. Oh, well. Bro, at least you can do is say sorry. Okay. Oh my god, bro. Ogeron has it bad. Honestly, that is so possible with how she was acting in the first episode. How the dynamic shifted instantly, where he wants to talk about spirits now and she wants to talk about aliens. Man, the more I like watch this show, the less shonen vibes I get and the more romance vibes I get, actually. And in my free time, not on the channel, I actually watch and read a lot of romance manga and anime. You know, there's self-report on me. Damn, they literally just missed each other. Dude. This is crazy. Bruh. How are they missing each other, bro? They're right here. The music's so good here. It perfectly reflects the chaotic nature of them not meeting right now. Are they gonna like pass each other so like just because they're all in the dumps? Are they gonna walk right by each other? Oh! They just fucking kiss, by the way? Jesus Christ, bro. The music is so good, bro. Wicked. What? Is his ball still gone? Oh God. Damn. Damn. Damn, bro. Oh, not an NPC. Oh my God, someone's actually being kind to Okarun. You were a little harsh. Well, never mind. Jesus, never mind. Nice, Momo! Jesus Christ, Okarun. Oh shit! Oh my God! Wait, Momo tore through her. Holy shit! W Momo. W Momo. Okay. There's something hiding inside of him. Interesting. Is Turbo Granny like left a residue inside of his? Huh. What is... I'm really wondering if this is something that, like, this is a actual thing, or if... Oh, okay, it is an actual thing. The aura changed for an instant. Nope. It went into the doll. Yup. Ah! Seiko in the background. Okay, yeah, good. Using your senses. Yep. So is this just Turbo Granny? Yup. Astral form. Interesting. Okay. So this is how we're gonna get Okarun's power back, I'm assuming. Oh god. Holding Okarun's balls hostage. Oh, can he still go? Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. There he's back. Okay. So he has Turbo Granny's power, despite her consciousness being a doll now. Huh? Oh. I don't even know why I didn't even put that together. From the ED, that's Turbo Granny. Okay. Well. This episode sets up a lot. So Okarun still doesn't have his balls back, which still, I think, and I think I did mention this in the first couple episodes, is a very goofy way to introduce, like, kind of, like, you know, the villain or, like, the quest of the show. Oh my god, I can't stop yawning today. Holy shit, I'm losing my mind. I think the idea that getting his balls back as the main quest is definitely very off-putting and goofy. That gives the show kind of a goofy tone when it wants to take some more serious tones at points, especially with how they're writing kind of the dynamic between Okarun and Momo, and how it's kind of seeming to be more of a romance type, like, shonen / romance show, is like I said earlier with the vibes. But we do get a lot of character setup with these two in this episode, and how their friendship is progressing, and how we're going to progress past the introduction of the series. We do get introduced to that new pink hair character. Not sure if she's actually going to be important, if we're just going to be like another NPC like Momo's friends, which I'm assuming we're never going to really get anything with them either. Which obviously they have different designs than the other NPCs in the show. But we go back to Granny Seiko and we learn that Turbo Granny was still in Okarun, and that sets up the quest to continue to go after his balls, which is going to be interesting because, you know, obviously I'm sure it's not going to be as easy as going and finding them and picking them back up. This is the main quest of the show for now until we find another quest. Usually how shonen usually works is that you have this introductory plot. Let me see, for example, we'll take My Hero for example, I guess. In the first season, you get introduced to the show, and the main plot is progress your school life as it goes on. And by the end of the season, you realize, well, here's the main quest line. We finally get introduced to it. So I'm kind of waiting for that USJ type moment in here to figure out, like, is there like a group of evil, you know, spirits or aliens that are, you know, connected, and they are the centralized problem behind everything. Obviously, we kind of got teased in the first 4 episodes about this relationship between spirits and aliens that seem to already kind of exist, how some of them have more spiritual elements, and the spiritual sigils react to aliens too, and stuff like that. So I'm really interested to see if we explore more of that once we get into the main quest. But for now, we're still sticking with the introductory quest, which is to get Okarun's balls back. And while it's goofy, I think, you know, for this show, it's wacky, it's crazy, but, you know, it's charming. And that's the end of the day, that's what it's about. And I definitely do think this show, honestly, would work better as a romance show than a shonen, from what I've seen so far. But I am excited to see, you know, as we progress into whatever the next fight is, the next spirit that we're going after, or, you know, I'm assuming whoever took Okarun's balls, because I'm sure it's not, like I said, it's not going to be just go pick them up and quick and, you know, I'm back. Someone took them again. And, you know, who that is what we're probably going to figure out in the next episode, from what I guess. So, very excited to get into the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and yes, I'm going to hop into that next one right now. Let's go. Wrapped in a veil of my spiritual energy, so they're golden now. The balls glimmer gold, about 5 centimeters in diameter. Yep. Okay. Answered my literal statements from the last episode in the first minute. Momo got the hoodie on. The drip. Yeah, I mean, be careful how you use it. Since it seems to change you physically as well, so if you show that to other people, I'm sure they would be more scared of you than, you know. Jeez, bro. Might be cute. Oh. Oh! Oh! So did he not see it, or did he actually see it? That looked awesome, by the way. So Turbo Granny hopped along the school. Didn't you just hear that Seiko said she's the only one that can get you out? She'll just see it. Dude, what is happening between these two men? First of all, Okarun has no other things in his backpack besides Granny, or not Granny, Turbo Granny. And second of all, it's like, it's constant banter. Hey, W-Mans. W-Mans. Oh no, this bitch, bro. Jesus, man. Oh, yeah, perfect. Interesting. So you didn't think you were in the wrong at all for bad-mouthing Okarun. It's crazy. Jesus. Oh! Little do you know you're holding one of Okarun's testicles. Interesting, interesting. So our next kind of mini boss is... Don't think she said her name yet. Oh man, it was a lot bigger then. She was kind of holding up at the... What the fuck? Okay, so she can just see... Similar to Momo, she can just see the spirits and shit. Did it just shrink? It kind of looked like it was bigger when she was holding it up a second ago. Oh no, never mind. It's just kind of inconsistent. Whoa. The outsider perspective of being able to see spirits must be crazy then. She's gonna try and banish Momo. Also, I think this is Ochako's voice actor from My Hero. It kind of sounds like her. She said One Piece. I'm surprised why is this the first time she's seen it? Oh. Oh, interesting. Does Turbo Granny know that she has one of the balls? Goodbye. Awaken there. Oh, so it awakened it. I don't know if I said it already. If not, I'm really tired, guys. But I was gonna say, why is Ira not seen it until now? The woman in the red dress. Oh, what the hell? Mm. Mm. Turbo Granny, chime in. Well, Okarun knows at least. Oh, here we go. Jesus. So oh God. Whoa! Momo! What the hell? You're gonna kill someone too? Your power is just as dangerous as Okarun's is. Sacred ball. Worshipping Okarun's balls is crazy. Oh! Oh no. Oh god. Oh, here we go. That sound design's still so sick. Dude, oh my god. What the hell? Why can't you use your hands to untie the zip tie? Your psychic hands to do that. I guess you can't see it. Oh my god, she just swallowed him whole. I wonder if this is like a random spirit. What the hell? Interesting. This is definitely something. What the hell's happening, man? This is something related to her backstory, I'm sure. Acrobatic Silky. Oh my god. Jesus. So this thing thinks it's her mom. If it is, you know, if it isn't, I mean, I guess to say. I'm wondering if there's some kind of spirit, like I was going to say earlier, that inhabited... See! Jesus, man. Oh my god! Animation's going crazy. Momo would be dead. Any other world would be dead. Hey, Okurun, we need you right now, brother. Jeez, man. The mommy spirit. Oh, there goes Momo too. What the hell happened? Is this Okurun or Momo burning it, or is this all... Oh! Oh, smart! Aura. Aura, Turbo Granny, Aura. Counterattack. Oh, that's where we leave the episode? Damn. Alright. Well, I don't want to see the preview, but man, there was parts of the episode that were a lot slower, but this is introducing another character in the flow of things. So obviously we saw from I forgot what her name was already. Ira. We get to see more from Ira this episode. Obviously, we get to see like her introduced last episode, but I thought she might just be similar to Momo's friends, kind of like this extra background character that has a little bit more importance, which is why she has more of a unique design. But she is appearing to be a more important character than that. And we get her little section here with her trying to take down Momo, and she has a really weird way of thinking where she thinks she's perfect, and that by having other people gaze upon her perfect life and praise her perfect life, their lives will be better because of that. So in that, there's like, there's room for her character to change. Obviously, for a moment, I don't believe it, this spirit did not mention anyone else's name besides Ira. So that to me makes it feel like the spirit does actually have background ties to Ira. And I'm wondering if that is the case or not. But we do learn that she's obviously a ball holder this episode. That sounds weird, but that's how we're going to pertain to it. And yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see how this concludes. Not much to say, to be honest. I am interested in this dynamic between Ira and Momo and how they interact. But yeah, Turbo Granny seemingly going to be on our side, almost. The more she kind of shows up during these scenes, the more it kind of seems like she's trying to help these two, Momo and Okarun. And I definitely think that might be where we're leaning towards as we go on the hunt for the balls. Obviously, she's in it to get her power back more than anything. But seems like she'll be compliant for the time ahead, at least ahead of us. But I'm excited to see some more Okarun next episode. Obviously, we got a little less because of how long he was eaten this episode. And how long like this episode seemed to show ties on not just Aira, but ties between Aira and Momo and how they kind of interact in their rivalry over Okarun. And I think that's only going to progress more as the series goes on from what I would guess. What I would guess that would go on from more of the series. But I'm excited to see more into this spirit, and maybe if it does have a tie to Aira, what that means and how we'll see it next episode. But yes, I will be getting the next episode. I think I'm going to go take a nap first. I was falling asleep at one point in this episode. But I will be getting a nap in, and then I will cut to the next episode where I will be reacting to the next part. So I will see you guys then for the last episode in this set. We are back, boys, after the nap. Interesting cold open. Dude, this is so cool. What the fuck? The tone completely shifted. Okay, definitely has a connection, like I was saying last episode, to Aira. It's almost like the art style completely changed as well. Whoever directed this episode has a far different style. Loving the visuals already this episode. Okay, here we go. We got an idea. Almost got an idea. Damn! I just love how durable people are in this show. Everyone's getting tossed into steel beams and shit and living. Dude, the fucking threads look sick. Not to mention the sound, bro. Oh! Dude, the visuals are... God damn! Y'all seeing this shit? Oh, God. That's... is creepy as fuck, bro. Momo. She's gonna tear her threads or hair. Oh, or break the beam. Jeez, bro. This one will not give up. Honestly, way more menacing than Turbo Granny was. Jeez, she kicks him out of the way. Oh, the visuals go crazy! Hey, now or never, bro! Woo! Oh my god! This episode visuals are the best we've seen from this show yet. And this show's had some impressive visuals. Jesus, Okarun is a menace, bro. And that was holding back, I guess? According to Turbo Granny. Uh-oh. Yeah, what about the other two girls you threw into a fucking wall, Momo? Oh, it's because she was eaten by it. Okay. Okay. This is actually pretty good, but I mean, with how hard her spiritual hands hit, if she messes up, she can just crush her heart. The life force, or life order, or whatever the hell Granny was talking about last episode. Life energy. Dude, visuals are insane this episode. And it's such a juxtaposition to have no music this episode. Oh my god, visuals so good this episode. To have music in every other episode that's kind of constantly moving, constantly changing. In this episode, to have just... Yup. We're gonna get Ira's backstory now. Mother. Damn, this episode's different, guys. This episode is different. Oh, there's her dress. Dude. Oh my god. Wait, she stood like that because... Oh. Oh. Well, I guess she was also a previous one, but man. Oh. So what happened, man? This is sad, bro. The dress. This episode different, y'all. This doesn't even feel like it's from the same show, to be honest. Vibe completely shifted. Oh god, man. Oh, oh, oh! Ooh, what the fuck? Oh! Oh! Oh my god, bro! Oh, fuck! Just like, okay, so the beginning was this. So cool, dude. Jeez, bro. Aww. Oh. Bro. What the fuck? I'm speechless, dude. Oh. Oh.
ないだろこんなところに。
お父さん、お母さんどこ行ったの？
何回も言ってるだろ遠いところに行っちゃったんだよ。
いつ帰ってくるの？
Oh, okay, so it is an actual mom.
帰ってこないよ。だからアイラは強くならなきゃ。
アイラ。そうか。思い出した。守る。誰もあの子を傷つけたりしないように。私が
本気だっせ。
待って。
She see all that?
女すらコントロールできない。ただの化け物になっちゃった。だからもう終わりにするわ。
なくなる。こいつはどの世界にも存在しなかったことになる。聖者からも死者からも全てから忘れられる。
Jeez.
とじゃね。
Ira can do something.
衣服買ってあげたかった。もっとたくさん遊んであげればよかった。
Jeez, bro.
なんだ。ごめんなさい。
She is gonna do something, isn't she? Wow.
お母さん、愛してる。
She's not even seeing Ira.
宇宙で一番幸せだったからしない。幸せで優しい世界へ。
Damn, bro.
忘れない。絶対。
Dude. You're fucking kidding. Holy shit. I mean, that goes without doubt to be the best episode of the series yet. 100%. You start with this spirit that just seems delusional. And you complete an entire story in this one episode. Whoever directed this episode was on crack, by the way. Like, unironically. Show looked amazing. If people said the whole staff worked on this episode the most, I would not be surprised in the slightest at all. My God. Man, and that was half the episode only was spent on that backstory. That felt like so much more was spent on that. Wow, that was a great episode. Man. The fact that DanDaDan can tell a story like that, despite being goofy at a lot of times, and to me, I was missing the kind of moments this felt like. The emotional beats with Okarun being, lonely all his life, not really having a friend. Like, yes, that's heartfelt, but it wasn't all that. Like I've seen it before. Like, it's not anything like super incredible for character writing between, Momo and Okarun. But this was a heartfelt story that I was waiting to see. And DanDaDan doing it despite the characters not even knowing this person. Ira doesn't even know this fucking person, right? Well, besides, her meeting her as a kid. And we're able to tell this story of this spirit. Shows the possibility that we can have that with other people. I hope that we do get it with Okarun and Momo down the line, that we get character writing to this extent. But this was an excellent episode. And this is the kind of stuff, because obviously there's a ton of shows about spirits. There's a ton of shows about, demons and stuff like that, and they all have their backstories or whatever. And a lot of them end up like this. So this isn't anything, like, unheard of. But the fact that this kind of came out of nowhere, and it was so well done. And I have to think that this is largely part of the anime staff. Because, I've read a good bit of manga. I haven't read the DanDaDan manga, and I probably will go see what this chapter entailed of. I'm sure it was the base bare bones of the story. But watching this episode, I have to give credit where credit is due, and that is to the animation staff, to the director of this episode, to the audio, the musical, the musical director, and all of that really brought this episode to be what it is. I definitely do not think this was as fleshed out in the manga, but, you know, if it is, then, you know, hands off. But definitely adapting it was going to be a bit of a challenge, and this episode was beautiful. Was beautiful, guys. This is the best episode of DanDaDan. If there is an episode this season that is better than this, I will be fucking surprised. I will be really, really surprised. The other episodes, you know, there's moments that are good, there's moments that kind of lose me, that's kind of slower, but this, beginning to end, perfect. Perfect. And I am glad I took that nap before I watched this episode, because goddamn, that was, you know, if I would have been not fully processing that, it would have been, whew. I am glad that I got to be in a right state of mind to watch this episode, because this was really, really, really fucking good. And I really hope that we get more episodes like this in DanDaDan in the future, because, you know, we obviously wrap up, I'm assuming that's the end of the Ira arc, if you want to say it, because like I said, this definitely, again, now that after hearing it and seeing this definitely still feels like a Villain of the Week show. We dealt with Turbo Granny the first time. It led into Ira, in which we dealt with Ira in the last 3 episodes. And I'm sure in the next, you know, whatever's left, 4, 5, or maybe 3 and then 2, we'll deal with separate, different Villains of the Week, you know, or of the day or whatever, in those respective episodes. But man, if we keep on getting stories like this out of those, you know, things of the week, then I will be completely down for that. Obviously, I don't think there's going to be a lot of stories that go to this extent. But I'm sure, you know, I don't know what the manga's like now. Hopefully by now they've built to a, you know, central antagonist in DanDaDan. But man, I really do wonder that if we keep on getting Villain of the Week kind of things, if there is even going to be a story to match this. This was incredible. And the fact that it doesn't even have to do anything with the any of the characters. It's literally just a story that the director not the director, but, you know, the mangaka made. The director adapted, and they tell the story, a very real, down-to-earth story about a struggle within a family, a single mother and her child, and how much she struggled to make a living, and, you know, how tragedy unraveled, and we don't even know where our kid is, you know, and I don't think we're gonna know, because it's left ambiguous, because it's meant to show the reality of the world, while DanDaDan is so goofy, which is why it's weird to have a story this dense, a story this capable, you know, a story capable of doing this in DanDaDan is weird. Because DanDaDan feels so goofy. You know, you have him talking about his balls every other 2 seconds, you know? And then you have this really down-to-earth story that kind of shows the reality of Earth. And that's that bad shit happens. And that, you know, kids get taken from their families. You know, and shit like this happens. There's deaths always around the world that are like this, you know? And it's just odd. It's odd to me that DanDaDan, out of all things, can tell this story with how goofy it is 90% of the time, you know? And it's not a bad thing. You know, it's something that I have a nitpick with the show. Well, it is like, you know, it's lighthearted at moments, but the fact that it can tell a story like this kind of makes it odd. You know, it's odd to tell a deep, down-to-earth story in a show so not down-to-earth, especially with aliens being involved. But it was a good change of pace for the series, because I think it was very well executed into the show by the director. I'm assuming by the mangaka too, but I'm assuming, like I said, that this is way better adapted to the anime than it is in the manga, because this felt perfect. And I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10 episode, but it's damn near it. And that's saying something, because DanDaDan is, you know, well, the other episodes are very stellar, visuals go crazy, you know, it's goofy, it's lighthearted. I wouldn't say any of them are to the level this episode was. This is a 9.5, if not, like 9, if not 9.5 episode. And damn near perfect. Like, I think it was adapted perfectly, but, you know, again, it's DanDaDan. And, you know, I like this show. You know, it doesn't fare up to the other shonen, you know, things that I've watched in the past and stuff that I've reacted to on the channel. But I do like the show, and if we continue to get stories like this out of either the villain of the week or new characters, then I am completely down with seeing how this show progresses in the future, especially once we get into, like I said, I assume there is now a centralized antagonist in the manga, and once we get to that, I'm assuming that will be a lot, it will be more my speed, in terms of shonen. But I obviously, I love shit like this. Like, this episode was amazing. I always do this where I critique a show, but I'm not hating on it, and I feel like sometimes people get that, mixed up in the comments, and they think I'm just hating on the show. I'm not, I'm just critiquing it, that a show so lighthearted and so goofy at almost all the moments can then tell a story like this. And while that's impressive, it also feels unnatural to tell a story like this. And to that, there's that minus 0.5 points, I think. And honestly, I feel it would be more if it wasn't for the way it was adapted this episode. I really do think that the animation director and the director of this episode really did carry this story to reach its climax and to make it hit so emotionally. Of course, it takes a lot for dear old Eric to cry, but I was getting close. I wasn't tears in my eyes yet, like a couple other things on the channel have done, but this is good. It tugged on my heartstrings, damn near. It did. I will say. But thank you guys for watching. That is going to do it for the first batch as we wrap up the Ira arc, I presume. I doubt there's going to be more in the next episode. I'm sure we'll deal more with Ira now that she seems to be more of a primary character. Maybe she has spiritual powers now that she absorbed the girl, so maybe she's going to be part of the gang, the crew, going forward. Because, of course, she's in the opening. I forgot to, it's been so long since I watched the opening that when I, peeped it again, it was like, oh, yeah, there's Ira, So, very interesting. Very interesting. And I hope to see more, hopefully a different version, not so asshole-ish Ira in the future of this episode of the series, as we get introduced to our fifth named character, basically, that is actually important in the series. But I feel like we don't need to have a million fucking characters in the show. Like, this show is about, centralized around Momo and Okarun, and I feel like the other characters are only going to be supporting characters, and I feel like Ira will be a good supporting character in the future. So I'm excited to see how they take this to the next villain of the week or whatnot, or maybe maybe the next 5 episodes we deal with the first centralized antagonist. Who knows? But very good. Super excited to see where we go in the future of DanDaDan. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said at the beginning, let's hit that like button. Hit the like goal. I'm just literally out of my mind right now. Hit the like goal for that 20 likes on the video. If it hasn't hit that, go ahead and hit it if you guys don't mind to support the reaction. And then let me know what you thought about the episodes in the comments, or what you thought about reaction. Because man, this episode was just stellar. The set was pretty good too. I will not lie. I think I still do prefer set 1 a bit, but this episode definitely did carry set 2 for a lot higher. Lot higher. But it's still, one episode can't match the introduction of the series that we got. Even though, I think this episode was stellar. It is the best episode of the series, by far. But yeah, let me know what you thought about that episode's, if not this episode, in the comments, and what you thought about my reaction. And then, of course, hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed and you want to see more from my DanDaDan reactions, because obviously I'll be doing the next 2 sets probably. And then, of course, I'll be doing Season 2 when that drops in the summer, or whatever it is, fall, one of the two. And yeah, and then go check out the Patreon if you wanted to see this episode fully under the done and dimmed, and you can watch the whole episode with me and see me almost drift off to sleep of lack of sleep in the episode 2. And yeah, that's it, boys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the DanDaDan first batch reaction. Like I said, the faster we get this out of the way, the faster we can get to other stuff. Obviously, I'm not saying that I'm not enjoying this, but I wanted to get this wrapped up before we get to the other batch series on the channel. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I am going to go ahead and go probably either watch next set or go eat and then go back to bed, because holy shit, is this winter break taking everything out of me at work, because I am struggling. But soon enough, we won't have that much longer before, hopefully, daily uploads on the channel. So wait until summer. We got a lot of shit planned. Thank you guys so much for watching. Update videos should be coming out soon on what I'm doing for the new year. And yes, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you boys in the next one. And peace.